Well, here we go again. In what seems to be yet another calculated maneuver to undermine the most vulnerable among us, the Trump administration has executed a sweeping termination of the entire staff overseeing the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP, a program that literally helps keep the lights on and the air conditioner running for millions of Americans. Now, let's be clear. LIHEAP isn't some obscure federal experiment. It's a long-established and critically essential program administered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS. Its sole mission? To help low-income households afford basic heating and cooling. That's right. This isn't a handout for luxuries. This is a lifeline to ensure families don't freeze in the winter or drop from heat stroke in the summer. Congress approved $4.1 billion for this program for the current fiscal year. That money was allocated before Trump took office. Let's not forget that. And yet, approximately $378 million remains unspent and now sits precariously in bureaucratic limbo. Why? Because there's no one left to distribute it. That's right. No staff equals no support. This gutting of the LIHEAP workforce comes as part of a so-called reorganization by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who aims to shrink the HHS workforce by 20,000 positions. The optics? A sleek, efficient government. The reality? A cold-blooded purge of the very people tasked with protecting our nation's most basic needs. And don't take just my word for it. Mark Wolf, Executive Director of the National Energy Assistance Directors Association, laid it bare. If there's no staff, how do you allocate the rest of this money? My fear is that they'll say, we've got this funding, but there's nobody left to administer it, so we can't send it out. Translation: millions may be left to swelter or freeze because of an administrative sleight of hand. Roughly 6.2 million households depend on this program. With no personnel to process applications, provide outreach, or allocate funds, this is a ticking time bomb for families across the country. In Florida, for instance, local LIHEAP providers have already stopped accepting emergency assistance applications. That's not hypothetical. It's happening now. That means families with kids, elderly citizens on fixed incomes, and people already battling the rising cost of living are left with no backup and no relief. This isn't just about discomfort. It's about life and death. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, over 67,000 people suffer heat-related illnesses each year in the U.S., and approximately 700 die from heat stroke annually. And that's in years with support systems like LIHEAP in place. The question we must now ask is this: is this gross negligence or something worse? Because to those of us paying attention, it sure looks like the Trump administration has found yet another way to inflict pain on the poor. This time by gutting a program they can't legally eliminate, so they sabotage it administratively instead. What we're witnessing is not just bureaucratic reshuffling. It's a calculated move to circumvent the law and starve a program that Congress already funded. And the cost? Human lives, plain and simple. As always, Sensible Sue is watching, and I will stay on top of this developing story. We will shine a light on every quietly shuttered office, every abandoned application, and every American left in the dark. Because this isn't just poor policy, it's cold-blooded cruelty. This is Sensible Sue signing off and sending a sensible reminder: embrace civility, hold on to your sense of humanity, and stay sensible out there.